A guide to garbage disposal in Korea, how to separate, recycle, and throw out trash. South Korea is one of the countries that strictly imposes an organized system of garbage segregation and management. Korea is also cooperating with the global Green Earth Boost Tourism, and saving the earth and their garbage management main concern is also to keep a clean and healthy living environment. This system applies to both residential and commercial areas for both urban and rural. If you are new here in Korea, here are some guidelines that will surely give you an idea about how Koreans manage their trash. Having the knowledge and following these regulations will surely help you to stay out of trouble and will also help this country and everyone to benefit from living in an organized and clean community. 정랑제 is how to label their efficient system from collecting, managing, and reusing the garbage, and it is mandatory to dispose of trash properly and sort of the garbage based on its classification. Common garbage. 일반 쓰레기. These are vinyl wrappers, plastic straws, plastic seals, foils, tissue, wet tissue, diapers, sanitary pads, condoms, cigarette butts, and other trash that are not reusable. This is garbage that does not decompose, but they can be highly toxic. This kind of trash can be thrown out using the general garbage plastic bags, which can be purchased at convenience stores and your local marts. Food waste. These are leftover food, vegetables, and fruit scraps, peelings, and sink food residues. This category might be a bit confusing due to its trash category exemptions. But the main basis is not to include waste that any animal cannot consume, such as bones, seashells, big hard seeds of fruits such as apricots, peaches, mangoes, and so on, coconut husk, seafood thorns, tea bags, herb medicine residues, and oil must also be disposed of separately. This type of trash can be tossed in designated bins, and recently, a lot of apartments and commercial buildings have upgraded into electronic automated types. You may use a specific garbage card to unlock the bin, and it will store the data of the garbage weight being thrown, which will be added to your apartment utility bill. For other residential areas that do not have the automated system, they use a food disposal bag called 음식물 쓰레기 봉투. 음식물 쓰레기 봉투 that is available in 3, 5, and 10 liters, which is also different from the general bag called 쓰레기 봉투. 쓰레기 봉투, but both can be recyclable. These are paper boxes. Plastic tapes should be detached before disposal. Milk cartons, plastic bottles, tins, aluminum cans, glass bottles, porcelain, styrofoam, batteries, metal bulbs, and papers. It is mandatory to sort them into their designated bins. Do not put them together during the disposal. And do not forget that you must never mix the batteries and fluorescent lamps with other recyclables due to its toxic properties. There are normally designated bins which are placed near the mailboxes. It is also strongly advised to empty and rinse some of these trash items if residue remains. Soju bottles can be exchanged for 100 Korean won as a bottle deposit at the convenience stores or any available bottle vending machines that are mostly found at big marts or outside the convenience stores. For clothes and shoes, there are separated fabric bins which are normally locked, and they are picked up by schedule. Large trash. These are items that are above the standard size, such as home electronics, furnitures, bicycles, pianos, and closets. This category varies much from the other kinds of trash when disposing of. You must purchase a specific sticker at the convenience stores that must be attached to the item to be disposed of. The price ranges from 2,000 to 15,000 Korean won depending on the size of the item to be thrown out. For some areas, there are also specified schedules for this kind of garbage, which you can check on the pages of your municipalities. These rules must not be taken for granted, and failing to comply will result in penalization by paying out an amount up to 300,000 Korean won for the violators. And keep in mind that there are CCTVs everywhere. What happens to Korean trash? The collected trash is recycled, burned, in special incinerators, and some are buried. The government is trying to encourage every citizen to minimize trash disposal, especially plastic shopping bags, which is one of the global issues. And since last year, most marts are no longer providing a regular plastic shopping bag. You can either purchase the general garbage plastic bag, bring an eco bag, or use boxes to carry your groceries. Individual plastic packaging of vegetables and fruits are also getting lesser or almost gone. Video campaigns and lecturers are also being pushed since last year to make people realize how much damage this plastic has done to our ecosystem. People all over the world must do their part in reducing garbage, and we can start from our home. We must avoid using disposable utensils like plastic cups, wood chopsticks, paper plates, and so on, since we can simply use and wash our regular ways to reduce waste. Avoid buying ingredients in plastic pockets and buy those in glass bottles instead. Recycling empty containers will also enhance our creative minds and resourcefulness. Reminding and educating our family and friends to follow the rules and dispose of their garbage accordingly will definitely help a lot. And the most important is our individual cooperation to minimize the worsening problem of garbage. We must always consider that wherever we are, there are other living things like animals and plants that are also badly affected if trash is improperly disposed of.